so today is plank challenge. Okay, so first up, 45 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, 3 sets of it. So the first one, we'll be doing normal planking, but with pelvic thrusts. Okay, and it looks like this. You're in a planking position, and then while you're planking, you're gonna go crunch and switch. In 3, 2, 1, 45 seconds on, 10 seconds rest, 3 sets. And go now, first one. You'll obviously first start with your roll-ups, just to warm up your spine. Because I have limited space at this moment left on my phone, with all of the stuff I've been recording, I'll just stick without doing the warm-up. But please do the warm-up. You need to do your roll-ups at least about 4 minutes of different variations of roll-ups. If you go and have a look at some of my other videos, you'll see the different types of roll-ups that there is. Beginners to advanced. Got 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, rest. That was 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, second set. And 15 seconds to go. Make sure that your shoulders is in line with your elbows. Make sure that you don't put pressure on your lower back. Focus on your breathing and make sure that the tilt comes from the bottom to the top. 3, 2, 1, and stop. One more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now. After this, just to give the shoulders some rest, we're going to do 25 tabletop crunches, and then we're moving on to the next planking version. 15 seconds to go. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Find your back. Legs up into tabletop position, knees and ankles and hips in line. Go 1, 2. Start from where your shoulders is already lifted. (12), 13. Your abs should be on fire. 19, 25 more. 5, 4, 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, next up, planking yet again. This time, swinging forward and back on your toes. In 3, 2, 1. Lift and go forward and back. Suck that belly button into the spine. Close the rib cage. Shoulders should be in line with the elbows when you start in the starting position. At all times, keep those abs stabilized. Ten more. And stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, second set of 3. Remember to breathe. You need the oxygen. Stabilize the abs, tuck the belly button into the spine. Imagine you've got a tight pair of jeans on and you don't want your belly to hang over, so suck it in. Keep the pelvis slightly tilted at all times. Ten. And stop. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. After this, it's reverse crunches. With the reverse crunches, you can put your head on top of the block if it feels like your neck is hyperextended while lying on your back. Suck those abs in. Twenty. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. On your back for tabletop crunches. So you can put your head on the block if you want to. I am going to. I prefer it that way for my spine. Okay, so hands is on the floor, calves touching hamstrings. You can also have your hands at the back, and then you lift the bum and touch the toes. And go. 1, 2, 3. After this, it's planking. This time, with a side crunch. I'll show you. Five more. 4 to go. Last 3. Just 2. 1 more. Great job. Okay, so now, while you are in your planking position, you're basically going to crunch with your hip, like with your hip towards your rib cage, doing this, but while you're in a plank on your elbows. So it looks like this, the planking, it's alternating. So while you're planking, you're basically doing crunching to the side, yeah? Okay, so it's basically, if you had to look at me from this side, doing this, but while you're in a plank. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, lift, and go. It's quite intense on the lower back as well. And with any type of planking, you should feel it slightly in the lower back, but you shouldn't feel it only in the lower back. You need to feel it in the abs as well. Chances are, if you feel it only in the lower back, that you're not stabilizing through your abs and you're trying to do the movement or to keep yourself up, either just with your arms or just with your back. Okay? Because of the fact that the quadratus lumborum is connected in the lower back, the transverse is connected to it, and with planking, the transverse is stabilized, stop rest. So, because of the fact that the transverse is stabilized throughout a plank, the lower back does kick in, because the transverse connects all the way over the lats and obliques, and then it goes into the quadratus lumborum. Go, now second set. You can see as the lats and the internal and external obliques are working. It's not fun. It should be burning. Your shoulders should also start getting tired by now. Make sure that you're not dropping your hips down too low. Stabilize the abs. 15. 5, 2, rest. Got 1 more to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Third set. After this, it's windshield wipers while lying on your back with your head either on the floor or a block, and then your legs will just go side to side. You can put your hands underneath your bum if you feel like you need to. If it feels like you're hyperextending into the lower back while lying on your back with your legs lifted, then you can put your hands underneath your bum. But it is easier on the floor to the sides because of the fact that when you take your legs down, it automatically feels like you're gonna lose balance. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, I have my block on your back. I'm gonna have my hands on the floor for support. Legs will be lifted, and then you do down and up like a windshield wiper. Ready? And go. After this is what I like to call reverse planking. Okay. One more on each side. One, and switch. Okay, so with reverse planking, you're literally lying on your back with your legs up in the air. Okay, I'll talk you through why I like doing this one so much as we doing it. So you lift your legs up, you'll keep it lifted, shoulders is lifted, hands behind the ears, and then you lower your legs down to the point where you can still keep your lower back touching, but it has to be challenging. 3, 2, 1, and lift. So the reason why I like reverse planking is the fact that when you are doing reverse planking, your abs are stabilized, right? So the feeling that you get while you're in this position is the feeling that you should get while you're doing a normal plank on your elbows, like this, okay? Other way around. So now, the problem is, a lot of people think they're doing a plank proper, but they only feel their shoulder and the lower back, which means that the abs is not really working as hard as it should. So even though a plank is really a good workout, like it's a phenomenal thing to do, it's actually pretty advanced if you've never really learned how to stabilize your transfers. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Now I've got a few videos that I've posted on how to stabilize the transfers and how to make sure that you initiate the movements through the transfers. Ready, and lift. But planking should only be done if you really know how to get to the point where you know how to stabilize your transfers. Okay, so if you're in this position and you're hyperextending with your back lifting off, that's wrong. Make sure that you don't. Your back has to touch. You should start shaking, suck the belly button into the spine. Make sure that you're not closing up. You have to open so that you can actually breathe. And if it's too difficult with your legs too low, then just bring them up slightly or slightly bend the knees. Make sure that you don't put one foot on top of the other, because then one side has got more weight, so the one side of the abs will work harder. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Four, 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is a very good alternative for a plank until you get to the point where you can really stabilize here while lying on your back. Really learn how to actually stabilize the transfers. Focus on making the movement come through the core. Then you can start doing planking, and there's so many very different variations. Like you can do it on your knees instead of doing it on your toes to add less weight. Just make sure that your spine is still neutral and the bum is not lifted like you would be in a downward facing dog position. You should shake by now. Got 13 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Okay, now both legs will be straight on the floor for the crunching version. Hands will be behind the ears, elbows is open, chin to the ceiling, pressing down, knees again with the lower back, stabilizing the abs, and then you're going to crunch from where your shoulders is already lifted. You keep the feet and the legs flat on the floor. And we're doing 25 of them until we go up to the next planking version. 3, 2, 1, and crunch. 1, 2. When you go down, make sure that you don't collapse. You have to stay stabilized. If you're shaking, you know you're doing it right. 13, 14, breathe, chin to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Okay, now, next planking version, you'll be in a planking position. While you're in the planking position, you'll drop your hips and turn them towards one side. So, it looks like this. You're planking, you lift it, and then you take your hips up and down. And this will do 3 to the one side, 3 to the other side. If we get to 45 seconds and you've done one side but you haven't finished on the other side, please finish first on the other side. Okay, you ready? And 3, 2, lift and go. So it's 1, 2, 3, twist, and 1, 2, 3, twist, and make sure that you're doing the crunch from the bottom to the top. 1, 2, 3, twist. Working lower abdominals and, as you can see, internal obliques. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 10 seconds to go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, rest. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and go now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Are you breathing? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 7 seconds to go. 2, 3. Other side. 1, 2, rest. Just one more set to go. After this, we're going to do the straight leg crunching again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Breathe. 3. Should be getting difficult. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Other side. 1, 2, and 3. Great job. On your back, straight legs, crunching. 3, 2, 1, and 25 go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open elbows, chin to the ceiling. Small moves. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now plank, touch, alternating with the legs. Okay? So it looks like this. You're going to be in a planking position on your elbows, and then with your knees you'll bring it in, tucking one knee, other knee, one knee, other knee, going like this. One knee, other knee. It's quite intense on the lower back, so if it feels too difficult, please take one of the other options. Okay, any one of the other that we've done so far. In 3, 2, 1, and go. We've got 30 seconds to go. $20, 15, Louise, this is difficult. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Especially after I've just had a hectic shoulder session. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. After this, we're going to do tabletops again. Shoulders should be tired by now, that's normal. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Raise shoulders. Okay. Got one more set to go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hope you're ready for your tabletops. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, tabletops. Woo, you ready? In 3, 2, 1, and go. 25. $17, $18, $19, $20. 5 more. 4 to go. Just 3, 2 more. Last one. Great job. Okay. 1 more. Whew. Just catch my breath. Okay, so now we did the crunching from the bottom to the top, right? So now, this time, you're going to be in a side plank, right? Then you're going to lift your hips up and down, then turn. So, side plank, and then go down, punch, or press, or whatever, and then turn. 3 on each side. And go, now alternating. 1, 2, 3, stretch. 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 Up. Yeah, let's stretch. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Sorry, that was so fun that I forgot to look at the time. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Now, make it 5 this time. 1, 2, reps to the ceiling. 3, 2 more. 4, 5, other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now with the last one, I want you to do it with both elbows touching, okay? It's not crunching from the bottom to the top, it's lifting up and down to the ceiling. In 3, 2, 1, and lift. So it's 1, 2. You see the difference between this one and this one? 3, 4, 5. Other side, keep both elbows touching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's more on the ribs with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job, you guys. That was fantastic. Cool. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and make sure that you keep everything stabilized. If it gets too hectic, then just please take moderation, stop like quicker or whatever before the 45 seconds is over and rest a bit longer. Okay, bye.